So welcome back, everyone. I am super excited about bringing on my next guest. They have never been on the air with me before. I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. I have with me Angie Wilhelm and Rosanna Ramirez, and they are with HUSTL. Now, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do, and I'm going to spell this out because it's important that they know how to spell it too. It's HUSTL. That's how you spell it. Now, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
All right, so HUSTL is a digital credit union that was built for freelancers, gig workers, entrepreneurs, micro business owners. We basically saw that traditional banks don't always understand a regular income of freelance workers and people that do that. And so we built this digital credit union with those people in mind.
It is digital completely. We want people to understand that. There's no brick and mortar, and you do it all online. And it's for, I heard you talking, and I happened to see, I think I saw a blurb on you somewhere, I don't remember where it was, and I thought, wow, what a great idea. Not only for digital, but for the type of people who would need a bank such as this, and you're a credit union. And so it's really a cool idea. Would you explain that, please?
So basically, the fact that we're a credit union is very unique because being fully digital, we don't have a branch or a location for someone to go in, but people can access us anywhere on the internet, on their phone, on an app, and they can bank with us anywhere that they are. So the unique thing with us is we are nationwide, and we're really excited about that. What would you like to add, Rosanna?
I would just say that the whole purpose of that is when we, credit unions, it's not that they're not for profit, but the profit that they do make usually goes back into services and products that serve their membership. And so being a completely digital credit union and not having that brick and mortar allows for us to then turn those services, profits into services for our members, such as better deposit rates for interest rates, some of the services and products that are specific to a business owner or freelancer that are tied to the accounts. We can offer those as well, either at no fee or low fee. So it really is designed to save that money from that brick and mortar and overhead and give it back to those members, because we all know if you're a hustler, every little penny counts. You want to make sure that you're not having to pay all these fees or pay for anything that you are trying to just grow your business. So
Right, I think that's so fantastic. You want to check them out on their website, which is HUSTLFinancial.com.
Yeah.
And again, you spell that HUSTL Financial.com. Online, digital only, and I think you said that you were the only one of two that are even around. And that's so cool. That where else on Networking Arizona would you hear this? So this is awesome that you're here. And the fact is that there are a lot of people that have started their side businesses as well, and it's a hustle. It's a hustle, isn't it?
That's why we love our name.
Now, I want to talk about what you think what sets you apart. I want to go back to that, okay?
Sure. So one of the first things is our digital first convenience. The members can open up accounts online, they can track their income, they can save for taxes, manage their money, everything right through the app or the online bank portal. But the thing about it that makes us different also is that even though we're digital only, we are still very community rooted. So we are, unlike kind of big fintechs and things like that are out there, we show up in the community. So we do different events. We have an event called, with Local First Arizona, that's called HUSTL Hour. We also have an event called Grow Your Hustle, where we do some workshops and seminars for business owners that are wanting to learn how to grow their hustle and what that means and all the different aspects of it that are really tied around small business and how to get things started. And it really helps to merge the best of both worlds because we have such a great tech digital platform, but yet we are still community minded, and we really want to help our hustlers create a network and an environment where they can build and grow and foster their business.
I remember what I saw, and it's here, right here, I love it. Banking built for hustlers. And I mean, it's just perfect there are so many people out there, gig workers, and people who have started these side little hustles, and people have to do that. And you do, when you start off a business, everybody wants to make sure that they have enough money to go, and there's not all these fees. That's so important. Again, they are one of only two completely digital credit unions. Check them out. That's what they want you to do, is go check them out on their website, which is HUSTLFinancial.com. Again, that's spelled HUSTL. I want to go back, because I'm not sure if you really talked about Vantage West Credit Union, but we're going to say that you are backed by them. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Vantage West Credit Union is celebrating their 70th anniversary this year. So we've been around. We started as the Davis Monthan Air Force Credit Union out of Southern Arizona, and we've grown. And so when we looked at what our business members were needing, we knew that this opportunity to take advantage of creating this hustle service, or this type of banking account, was a need. We were fulfilling a niche for some of our members. And so you get all of the benefits of having this new shiny credit union that's all digital, but the security of knowing that it's being backed by a credit union, a traditional credit union that's been around for 70 years.
So important. I'm glad
Very
you got that out.
important.
Also, I want you to talk a little bit about how they join, right? And what you want them to know about how to join.
Yeah, so the easiest way to join is going to our website, which is hustlefinancial.com. Just as Carol mentioned, it's HUSTL, so we dropped the E there, financial.com. And you go on there, you can pick between a personal account or a business account, and you can sign up. It's very easy, it's a quick process. We just require some basic information, and then we'll get you started, and you can make your deposit and do everything, get going right away.
I do want to ask you one question that's
Yeah.
come to my mind, because I know everyone's probably thinking about this, and that is the communication part, right? Because that's the one thing they want. I mean, especially when your credit union and your money's there, and let's say there's something that they don't understand, how do they talk? Can they talk to somebody?
Yes, we do have a customer service team that they can reach out to, either online, or there's a 1-800 number that they can call. And I mean, I also make myself available. My email is Angie@hustlefinancial.com. So if anyone does need a personal touch, or they just have a question that, they want to meet with me, since you've heard me on Carol's show, I will offer my email address. Again, it's Angie@hustlefinancial. But yeah, if there's any issues or questions, they can always reach out. We've got a great customer service team, and myself, I'm always available as well to help.
Well, I think it's great. I really do. When I saw it, I couldn't believe it, and I think it's fantastic. I got to know you guys, and I know you two are also very passionate about this, because, it's the wave of the future, right? I mean, it's really almost here already, but when you say they're the only one of two that are even here, they're a credit union that is completely digital. Not to be afraid to embrace it, and I think we talked a little bit about that before, and embracing the newness of this. And they'll have somebody as a back office there, I'm sure, and obviously customer service. So they're here that they would love for you to join. They would love for you to tell somebody about it, because that's really important, especially if you know somebody who does gig work, who is hustling and has a small business on the side. These are the perfect type of a credit union for them.
I would like to just add on that, Carol, just to touch on that, that this is really, we like to joke and say that this was Vantage West's side hustle is hustle, because we are very passionate about it. But it is also, its premise is to really also help with assisting that new business or that side hustle to understand that separating their finances from personal finances, even if it's a side hustle, is very important, because as you're seeding that new business for yourself, you want to make sure that you are separating those funds, so when it grows, you can show how much money you've made and how profitable it is.
It's really important, because let me tell you something, if anybody ever got audited. They do check that. So in all honesty, it is so important to start off your business right.
Absolutely.
Right, and we're talking about gig workers, we're talking about people who have side hustles, who might have just opened up a new business. Do it correctly and do it with the wave of the future, which is a completely digital online credit union. Before we go to a break, is there anything that you wanna just say to them before we go?
Yeah, the one thing that just kind of to reiterate what Rosanna said too, is that we're building products specifically for them. So one of the things, Rosanna said, we don't have any fees. One of the ways we give back, because we're not brick and mortar, is we have no fees on the account and we have no minimum balances. So for that person getting started, they can open up an account even if they only have $5 in there, it's okay.
Check them out on their website. It's HUSTLFinancial.com. That's HUSTL Financial.com. Hang tight, we're gonna be back in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna still talk here, okay? Because we're live on Facebook.
Okay.
So we're gonna still keep on talking, that's what's kinda nice about the 30s. I would like to talk to you a little bit about, when somebody is a freelancer or a gig worker, like you say, maybe pretend what it's like to open up an account, right? Kind of give them the steps of what they would do. Would you like to that at all?
Sure, I mean, a couple of the features of the accounts that are really important that it's hard to maybe explain it in 10 seconds, but is that there are spending folders that you can actually create within the account. So you can start earmarking and tracking your income, which for somebody that's getting started, maybe they just want a personal account, but within that personal account, they can set up folders where they can have money coming in for whatever it is. I'll use an example of a tattoo artist that we have, that whenever she has a person that comes back for repeat tattoos, they have a folder. So every money that comes in for that person, it gets earmarked under that folder. So then at the end of the month or the quarter or the year, she can go back and see how much income came in and how much money she spent out on that particular client, as just an example. That's one of the things that's pretty unique about the accounts. Also, you can set up savings folders, which are, you can set a savings goal, or you can set it for your taxes.
Is it okay for you to talk about that online when we're here, on the air?
Yeah, those were some of the things I was trying to allude to, but it kind of goes with a couple of the questions, but we can talk about that. You can just
Did
ask
I,
it.
am I doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Because I'm up here and.
To answer your question about how would they get started, because it is completely digital, it's as easy as any other application that most consumers know online now. So it's, you go to the website, HUSTLFinancial.com, you select opening a new account, like Angie said, you're gonna choose what type of account best fits your needs. If you are just starting out as a hustler, you might not have your tax ID numbers and your documentation.
I heard you say that, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do the personal account, but yet have all the benefits of these folders and these services that Angie was referencing, you still get that. But if you do have, maybe you're a little bit more experienced, but it's still not your full-time, or it is, and you wanna take advantage of the benefits of HUSTL Financial, you can then open up the business account and go through that process. Each one of them is gonna have different requirements, so we can talk about how to get to the app, fill out the app, but the context of those
And I don't know if we
processes will be
talked about
different.
the app yet? Did we on air? I don't know if we did. It's okay. Did we talk about the app yet?
No, I mean, we might have mentioned it, but we
I think
can't.
we should, and then we can go into that. That's right here, so we're actually pretty good. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with, I wanted to say, we're talking with Angie and Rosanna, and they are with HUSTL Financial. They are talking to us about a credit union that is completely digital. There are only one of two that are here, and it's so exciting, it really truly is, because first of all, what I love what you say is that there are no fees. And I want to repeat that really quickly because it's so important for people that might just be tuning in, that we say again a little bit about it because it's so new, and about the fact that there is no fees, and this is so exciting. Listen up, everyone.
Yeah, so we don't have any monthly service fees, so you're not gonna get charged for having your money in an account. We don't have any minimum balances either, so that's one of the great things as well, because a lot of times when you have a small business, the fees can sometimes, dig into what you're trying to
Eat
do.
you up alive. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Now, you also have an app, and we didn't talk about that too much, and I wanted to bring that up again. So, and because it's so simple, anybody can really do it.
Yeah, so the app, you can find it on the App Store or either Apple or Android, and it's just under HUSTL, HUSTL, and you'll see it with like our logo, which is like a black or a white H against a black background. But it's really easy to use. You can download the app, you can open an account right from the app, or you can go online to hustlefinancial.com and open up an account that way. And then once you get inside the app, then all the tools and resources are there. And one thing that's unique is that we're still building out some of the tools and resources. We've got some great ones that are already available, but we've got some that are on the horizon. We have Hustle U, which is where you can go in and find all kinds of articles and information on how to build and grow your hustle. It'll also give you, where we have events going on. And then we also have a SMS micro journey that's coming up that'll be live here in another month or so, which is where you can sign up for text, and they'll send you things on how to learn about growing your hustle right from the app is also.
Truly helping the new new business owner is what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a hustle that you do on the side, right? If you're a gig worker, we talked about anybody who's a freelancer. This is perfect for you.
Yeah.
And they want you to just go up onto the website, check it out, and if you'd like to be a member, they'd love for you to join.
Yes.
Again, it's HUSTL Financial, which is HUSTL Financial.com. In terms of it, we were talking also at the break, which I love to do, because I learn so much more. And it's important for people to hear a little bit about what you were talking about. Number one, you gotta have your business and your personal separate, that's number one. But some of the other things that you were mentioning during the break about their business and how they should be keeping it and they can do it within the bank.
Yeah.
So we actually were talking a little bit about once you get onto the application or onto the website and you decide that you're going to join the credit union, you have a couple of options on account types, which would be like a personal account or a business account. And the personal account might be geared for somebody who is starting out and maybe hasn't collected all their documents or their articles of incorporation or their tax ID number. But you know what? They're a baker nonetheless, and they're trying to build their business, and they want to be able to itemize or be able to account for the income that they're making and what is going out, and then they can determine a profit. So when you choose the personal account side, there's folders in there that you can actually set up, and you can do either projects or work and set those folders up, account for all the funds that you're collecting as payment, and then also whatever it's taking for supplies. So somebody who's just starting out can kind of see, is this a business that's going to generate enough income for me to maybe quit my day job? Or is this not really doing what I think it's going to do? And I did all this risk-free because I'm not in a traditional bank account for a business that's nickel and diming me, because HUSTL Financial doesn't have any monthly fees. So I can really see if this is going to work for me.
Talk about knowing your numbers.
Exactly.
It's really what it's all about, and you really have to, especially when it's a small business, right? I do want to ask you if you have any kind of stories of anybody that you'd like to share. It's one of the questions here, and so I wanted to ask if you have any that's been a success story for somebody.
Yeah, sure. We've got a couple, some great success stories from people that have been with us. One of them, her name is Julie. She's been one of our members from day one. She's an artist, also does marketing. She does a lot of amazing things, but she was one of the very first people to open up a HUSTL account, and she's one of our biggest cheerleaders. You can check her out on our Instagram. If you go to our Instagram page, you can see some of our members, and it'll link back to their pages, which is one of the unique things too. I just want to bring up, when you become a member with us, we love to share your stories
I
on
love
our
it.
social
I don't know
media.
one credit union, I don't care where they are, that know their members like you do. It's awesome.
Yeah, and so we invite anyone that if you become a member with us and you want us to share your story and tag it back to your social media, please do. We are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're just starting a TikTok, we're on LinkedIn, but we would love to engage with you. That's one of the favorite things that Rosanna and I love to do when we have our events in the community, is really to hear from you and to learn about what you're doing. So it's pretty exciting that we can give back to our members in that way and help promote them.
Yeah.
So the question here was, what can you say to the listeners out there that would, help them, inspire them to join? I think everything that we've just said here is really awesome for them to look into it and go up onto the website and check it out. And again, we always tell people that maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that and boy oh boy, today do we know a lot of people that are doing something on the side,
Absolutely.
right? And I think it might behoove them to again hear, because we talked about it earlier, about the back office, about the help in case they need it. I think that more than anything, I don't care how old you are, you want that communication. Would you say that one more time, please?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have great resources available if somebody has an account with us and you need help and assistance. We have a team that answers your calls through a 1-800 number. We also have a chat that you can put information in. And then also myself, I always put myself out there as a person. If you have an issue or you just want to know more, you can always reach out to me, or you can reach out to us on any of our social media. Send us a message on, send us a DM, and we will get back with you that way as well. I try to be on top of those right away. If I have somebody call me or email me, I'm getting back to them within the hour usually. I can usually get right back to somebody.
Check them out on the website. It's HUSTLFinancial.com. Everybody should know how to spell it by now. It is HUSTL Financial.com. I do want to also ask this one. It says that HUSTL offers a high interest rate, high yield money market accounts. Let's talk about that.
So not only do we have some great products. So not only do we have a checking account where you can actually earn interest on it, we also have a regular savings account that has a great interest earning. We've got our money market, and we have a CD. So depending on what you're looking to do, you can actually earn interest. I'd invite you to look at our website. Our rates do change, some not super frequently, but they do change. So I don't want to quote what it is today because I didn't look at the website today, but we do have some great rates where you can actually earn money while you're saving. And so I definitely would invite you to check that out on the website.
Again, completely digital. This is awesome, this is new, and you gotta embrace it. Anybody, because I know it's, think of it for the younger folk, but you know what, us older folks, we're pretty good at it, right? And you also have side hustles that you're doing, because everybody is today.
Well, everybody is. I think the economic climate right now has individuals thinking of passion projects in a different way, or we talk about the artists, the artisans, whether it's tattoo artists or we have a lot of muralists who do piecework for around the city. We also have bakers. So it's anything where somebody is making some money on doing something. This is a great account for them. And we were talking about the high yield money market. You hit it right on the head. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are a hustler. You might have a side hustle, but maybe you just want to be savvy with your money.
Exactly.
So the truth is, hit up HUSTLFinancial.com.
And get no fees.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's the
Absolutely.
biggest thing of all. And you know what, as you learn to do it, and the more you do it, just like this, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it,
Yes.
right? And the more you do it and you see how it works and you see how it's helping you grow your business, know your numbers, that's really important, you're gonna love it. Again, it's HUSTL, HUSTL Financial. And again, I always say this, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone else that you should tell them about it. That is what networking is all about. They would love for you to join and become a member, and all you have to do is go up onto the website. It's HUSTL, HUSTL Financial.com.